theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated.
I'm super excited!
Charge of arrest.
I'm here by a special visitation.
Right. And
I've
here
never
on
let you get away with
obstructing
this,
a
but
police
I'm here.
officer. To each charge, could be up to a $500 fine, up to 6 months in jail.
I do not understand any charges. I only understand universal law and the right to live.
Well, you
To
pled
live in
not
peace
guilty.
and to live as I need to.
You pled not guilty in this
I
court.
never plead. Animals plead. Sound like, bah, oink oink.
I have a paper with your signature on it, sir.
It says prime evidence standing right through it. You bring forward all natural forms of evidence that I'm not prime evidence. I am the living soil. The dirt, the water, and the air has its own voice, does it not? It all supports
Sir?
forms of life, does it not? I am a part of that life. I am not your corporate fiction.
Sir,
Do not danger me.
you're here today on an omnibus hearing. You've already pled not
I am
guilty.
here by special visitation to see to it that you do not danger my natural living man's name.
Are you prepared
That's why
to tell
I'm
the
here.
court if you wish to go to trial on this matter?
This is a trial. Tell me
No,
it's
this
not.
isn't a trial.
Here's my
This is
jury
an
of my
omnibus
peers.
hearing, sir.
You cannot produce a jury of my peers because all juries are selected from a pool of registered voters, and the instant a person registers to vote, their natural ability as a peer to comprehend natural law has been dissolved and turned into fiction. There cannot be raised a jury of my peers. It cannot be done.
Excuse me for just a moment.
No way. Get back here and finish this. Hey, get back here and finish this. The judge has left the courtroom. There you go.
Yeah.
There is nobody in this courtroom.
Yeah.
The judge has
Yeah.
walked out.
Judge, you walk down.
I
Everybody up
said
and
no
out.
excuse.
Everybody up and out.
I'm not letting you
Up and
go.
out. Up and out. Up and out. Follow the man. Get your hand.
Thank you.
I've seen it before.
Banned at the court.
I wasn't going to get in the middle of this. I was going to keep my mouth shut. But this information is everywhere. Social media, the news, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Let me tell you how stupid Americans are. We are in the middle of a war that doesn't concern us. You think, well, I want to give my support to this side or I want to give my support to that side. You both are supporting organized terrorist groups. The Jews have hated everybody but Jews this whole time. Hamas is an organized terrorist group created by America. Both sides and the surrounding countries have been fighting since before I was little because they're full of hate, terrorists. They want to destroy each other. Just because we have a lot of these people come across the border, join colleges, meet up with American groups of people, talk to them, push their influence on them, and now we have dumbass Americans supporting these organized terrorist groups. Hey, all you LGBT community that's supporting Hamas, Hamas will kill you guys and hang you guys before you can even get a word out. All you Christians that saying pray for Israel, they would hang you on a cross over there in Israel as they spit on your dying body. America is so dumb anymore. They don't do research. They haven't been following anything. All of a sudden, they got somebody with a soppy, sad story, and they're like, oh my God, we got to protect them. We got to protect their people, blah, blah. Israel, Hamas, Afghanistan, Iraq, all those surrounding countries, they kill each other all the time. And America hasn't stepped in yet because it's benefiting somebody's pockets. I feel like the older Americans kind of have an idea of what's going on, but it's the younger ones that's being influenced by all these ideologies and all these sexual orientations and all that. I'm going to say something for young Americans. You guys haven't lived long enough to understand everything. So these causes that you're protesting for, global warming, all this stuff, you guys are idiots. There's been people out there trying to wake up other people for years about some of this stuff. Nobody wants to listen. The people that want to listen, hang out in groups and they talk about it. It just tells me that you wasn't getting attention somewhere else, so you had to get attention somewhere else. Just like half these people being gay now. Oh God, I've opened another door. Well, let me tell you, I'm not against the LGBT, but I'm against the rest of the pedo alphabet. So you college students, you young Americans, you young people that's supporting this, butt out. Do something with yourself. Maybe do some research and put up some facts about all. Even if you want to argue about one side, just saying hate quotes and everything else doesn't do the job. Maybe do your research and post some things that you see. I've got videos on both sides, Hamas and Jews, and both of them are evil, horrible people. I am not a Christian, but you Christians think that since Jesus was a Jew, the Jewish community is what we need to protect. The Jewish community killed Jesus. See, over here, America is divided with the media and social media, you know, racism and against gays and straights and all. Then you got the media spreading all this hate, division, lies, and now you have Americans going to put harm on either a Hamas person or a Jewish person because they're just watching the media. Sheep. It's all sheep. All of you are sheep. You need to wake up. You need to stop watching the media. The only people pushing all this is bot accounts and the media. I try to stay out of it as long as I could. I put uninterested in every post about this because I knew it was going to turn into a big deal and dumbass Americans was going to fall. So since you guys ain't smart enough to think by yourself, here I am to tell you, you're an idiot. Wake up. Do research. Stop being controlled by the media.
Longtime CNN producer John Griffin was just sentenced for child sex crimes. Griffin will serve nearly 20 years in prison. 2 years ago, Griffin, father of 3, convinced a woman he met online to bring her young daughter to his vacation home in Vermont. Prosecutors say he molested the 9-year-old girl on that occasion and then again a month later. Griffin was Chris Cuomo's right-hand man at the network, his senior producer. He was at the network for more than a decade. His role at CNN was significant, booking guests, working on monologues, going on shoots. Now, instead of reporting on the news, he is the news.
We're going to use the at least 59 people killed, at least 149 people wounded. Those numbers are going to go up. There's just no question about that. I mean, you have fierce fighting in a number of locations around the country. You mentioned Chernobyl. Russian forces quickly overtaking that area. We understand they are still in control. The other thing that went down today that was of huge importance was Russian paratroopers went into an airfield 15 miles outside of Kyiv, and for a short period of time this afternoon.
Liberals are now calling Elon Musk racist because he, wait for it, noticed crime statistics. So Elon responds to this tweet pointing out that black on white violence is almost 10 times more common than white on black violence. Again, these are true, indisputable statistics. Elon responds by saying, odd, why would the media misrepresent the real situation to such an extreme degree? Which is true. They do that because one gets way more attention than the other, despite that not being the statistical reality. Liberals know they cannot dispute this because it is simply data, so they're now responding by calling Elon Musk racist. Again, for simply acknowledging statistics. So apparently acknowledging reality is racist. Posting statistics is racist.
On Tuesday morning, this normally quiet neighborhood was awakened by federal agents serving a search warrant on this home. Inside was James Knott, a man suspected to be involved in a network of people selling human remains online. Caroline Branham was at home asleep across the street, but her son's girlfriend was awake.
She got up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and saw the blue lights and everything, and she still didn't know for sure what was going on.
According to court documents, when agents asked Knott if anyone else was inside his residence, he responded, "Only my dead friends." Once inside, the meaning behind those chilling words became clear to agents. During their search, they found 40 human skulls, spinal cords, femurs, and hip bones. Some of the skulls were used as decoration, one wearing a headscarf, another sitting on the bed where Knott slept.
It's a shock. When I heard this, you just never know who your neighbor is anymore.
But it doesn't end there. According to court documents, Knott was also selling human remains on Facebook under the alias William Burke. The FBI says Knott has been linked to a network of people in several states who are believed to be trafficking human remains. Some of the remains are believed to have been stolen from a mortuary in Little Rock, Arkansas, while others were allegedly taken by a morgue manager at the Harvard Medical School. Agents even finding a Harvard Medical School bag inside Knott's home. They also found weapons, ammunition, and materials to make destructive devices.
Yes, I'm shocked. I mean, but anymore nowadays, nothing surprises me. You know, this world is just, from when I was younger to, you know, things have changed.
Right now, the only charge Knott is facing is the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. If he's convicted, Knott faces up to 10 years.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order, because the global order is changing again.
Obama opening the door for new diplomatic relations with Cuba, no doubt a globally significant and historic event. Is this a stunt to grab headlines for this lame duck president, or is he fulfilling a globalist agenda to give Cuba a seat at the table?
The diplomatic world is still buzzing about the important role Pope Francis played in helping to end the long U.S. embargo on Cuba.
Praise from Pope Francis today on President Obama's historic announcement. The U.S. will begin to normalize relations with communist Cuba for the first time in more than 50 years.
Tutti siamo contenti perché abbiamo visto.
Today we are all happy, he says, because we have seen two countries which had moved away from each other for many years take a step closer yesterday. The pontiff played a big role in this big development. The White House says he issued a personal appeal to President Obama and to Cuba's President Raul Castro.
It's so interesting the impact this Pope has had. It's been so unexpected, I think, the reach that he's had.
The Pentagon has confirmed it's boosting its presence along Russia's borders to guarantee, quote, peace and stability. Pictures here from Latvia, where a freight train carrying a column of American armored vehicles was filmed last week.
We go overseas now to an alarming mid-air scare. A Russian spy plane nearly colliding with a crowded passenger jet. International leaders are outraged, and the number of incidents like this is growing. Russia flexing its muscle and ratcheting up tensions with the West.
The dangerous encounter began in the skies over the Baltic Sea.
1755, initially stop cloud level 220 due to unidentified traffic in the area.
That unidentified traffic, a Russian military plane flying with its transponder.